I think I'll start off with we got a win today. We got a win today
You did.
over the
Congrats.
New York Mets. So, you know,
Yeah, that comes with a caveat.
yeah, we're 3-3 like the Cubs. It's a Chicago thing. We're 3-3 like the Cubs. Somehow we went in and beat the team with the best record in baseball, 2 out of 3 in Atlanta.
You got to talk more about that series. That I don't understand what the fuck happened there. That I thought you'd
Yeah,
be kind of flying high and do this podcast
I
on, but
was I was not. I mean, I was like,
mm,
oh wow, we managed to win 2 games in Atlanta. I don't believe
where the
it.
fuck's
And
this been all year?
yeah,
Like,
and then we have Lucas. What we have game 1 of the Mets series. Lucas Giolito on the mound, who's been our most consistent pitcher all year, is getting
and
shelled.
possible best trade commodity.
Yeah, well, he really did a great one. I should have one more outing, obviously, before that, but he gets
Maybe two.
shelled. He gets shelled by the Mets, which the Mets can hit, but they're not consistent. So I mean, you would have thought Giolito could have got the better of them. Of course, the Mets or the mess, as we like to say, are so bad that they, after having a 9-0 lead and then making it 11-2, let the Sox come all the way back to 11-10. And then Timmy with the runners on, who ended up with a 3-for-5 night after he made the last out of the game, but he has showing life again. He's gotten hits in every game pretty much, except one, I think, since the All-Star break. So he seems to be coming around, but they lose 11-10. They get no offense the next night. I think it was 5-1. But then today they get 6-2. They win 6-2. I mean, everyone kind of participated. It was one of those games. And one of my topics tonight was SOE, my new segment, same old Eloy, because of course during the first
Wait.
series
It's like kind of like the same old Lions, SOL.
yeah,
Is that we get
exactly.
SOE? It doesn't quite have the same ring to it. It also doesn't like also the
Soe,
acronym is
Soe,
yeah. So is
Soe.
that like Asian?
Yeah, maybe. He got injured running the first, of course. A common White Sox injury, by the way, running to first base. They get
I
injured a
saw that.
lot.
Is he still out
No,
or
well, that's what I was going to talk about.
okay?
So
Great, thank you.
today he came back, went 2-for-4 with a run and an RBI. So
Ah,
it was not the same old Eloy, because normally the same old Eloy is he's run to first base, pulls a groin, and then is gone for like 6 weeks. But he was only gone for like 3 games, so 3 or 4 games. So
oh good. What are y'all pissed off about? Let's
back and
turn that front
productive.
upside down.
The Sox win 2-4. They're 3-3 out of the break, mirrored in mediocrity. But the Sox are more like Billy Bean's description of the Oakland A's after every season, because they have no money to buy a team. There's like the teams on
Oh,
top, the Yankees. Then there's the teams below that. Then there's 50 fucking feet of shit, and then there's the Oakland A's, and that's where the White Sox are right now. They're under the
oh,
50 fucking feet of shit.
16 games below 500 still.
They are terrible. They are obviously sellers. They have one legitimate, like I mean, Jake Berger, 21 homers, 47 RBIs, pretty good
Boy,
season, worth
I don't
coming
think
out.
I think everyone liked Jake Berger. I don't know if anyone saw this season coming.
No, not, I was one of the, much like the Torkelson, him and Gavin Sheets both get the Torkelson treatment. They had like 400 at bats and everyone was writing them fucking off that, they
Yeah.
weren't good enough players. They never had a season's worth of at bats even. And while, Gavin Sheets doesn't get enough consistent playing time to really get an idea of what he might be able to do, they don't really have consistent room for him because he's
Yeah.
a minus outfielder, and obviously we have way too many first basemen. So, but Berger is a reason. Like if you're going to go to a White Sox game, but Lewis Robert is a legit star. He
He's
Without
we said it
Ohtani,
last
he
week.
might be. You brought it up. He could maybe be the AL MVP.
I think he would easily be without Otani, but yeah,
Um,
it's not going to happen. But
you wonder, like, is he enough to keep people coming to the ballpark? I have a feeling in September it's going to look like the Oakland A's field out there, where you got like 8,000 people in the seats if you're lucky. But we'll see.
Yeah, I did see a thing where attendance is up across all of baseball, but it is markedly down in south side of Chicago, which
Yeah,
is
like, was it like
understandable.
6,500 less per game than last
I
year?
Yeah, something like that. So that I mean, yeah, I'm not going to blame White Sox fans for that, but when you see attendance going up everywhere else, it's doubly frustrating.
Word Hole Media.